dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run kọ́ dẹ́mi ní sí mo sì wà láyé lẹ́nu tí mo tún wá lè fojú mi kan inú ilé tí àwọn DSS àtàwọn sójà wa ká mi mọ́ ní òru ọjọ́ July 1st.
Sunday Igboho, popularly known as Igboho Osha, a man that escaped his demise just with a whisker. He was close to it, so close to it. The Nigerian Army, the DSS, ordered by the federal government of Nigeria, headed by Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired. They stormed his home. Hell broke loose. Properties destroyed. Life lost. Terrible things happened on that day. Everyone found in that house, both living and unliving things, both animals, were carted away down to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to be prosecuted, to be interrogated, to be oppressed. Well, Sunday Igboho, like I said, escaped. He found himself in Benin Republic. He was held down in Benin Republic. And eventually, he was allowed to go. This did not happen without pressure mounted and prayers from people like yourself. A lot of things were done. Eventually, God willing, God permitted it. God allowed Sunday Igboho to move down to Germany, where his second wife and children reside. During the course of this struggle for liberation of Yoruba people out of that contraption called Nigeria, and also Sunday Igboho's staunch stand against invasion of people that I call aliens. Some of you might call them Fulani herdsmen, bandits, or aliens from the Sahara Desert or wherever it is. They all came in through the north of Nigeria because they claim that they have their relatives there, their kinsmen there. They ravaged Nigeria for the 8 years of Buhari's regime. So sad, so terrible. Sunday Igboho stood against this and said, no, enough is enough. Not on my watch, not in my father's land. Well, like I said, during the course of this, his mother passed away. And he said, my mom passed away as a result of pain, tears over what happened to me. Sunday Igboho is back, roaring. Today, he wants to tell us what really happened. He wants to show us how his properties were destroyed. So sad. Let us listen to him. But before we proceed, like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. To encourage this channel to do more, kindly tap on the thanks button. You will find super chats, super thanks, and all of that there. Let's get right into it.
Dúpẹ́ ńlá tí mi mọ́ fún ṣe ní gbọ́kọ́ fọ́lọ́ tó lórí ọ̀rọ̀ torí pé ẹni tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bá sojú ẹ̀ lórúkọ yẹn ló lè ṣàlà àwọn tó wà nílé tó kó lọ nílé ẹ̀ wọ́n lè mọ bí náà yẹn ṣe dáhùn tó. Wàá dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́ pé kò gbẹ́mí mi lọ. Ìgbà tó dé ní òru ọjọ́ yẹn wọ́n dé ní bí aago kan òru. Mo wà ní inú bẹ́ẹ̀dúrúmù mi lókè mi wà. Mo wà nínú yàrá mi níbí. Mo wá ń gbọ́ tí wọ́n yìnbọn dún ta pàrọ̀. Wọ́n á yọjú, mo ṣílẹ̀kùn mi bíbá, mo ṣílẹ̀kùn mi yìí. Ìgbà tí mo ṣílẹ̀kùn mi yìí, mo yọjú. Ìgbà tí mo yọjú, mo ní ẹ̀yin wo ni ẹ̀? Mo sọ pé ẹ̀yin wo ni ẹ̀? Wọ́n kàn ní ìbọn yẹn sí mi. Mo bí ló pé àwọn àlàfo ìbọn lẹ́wọ̀ ẹ̀, ojú ìbọn lẹ́wọ̀ ẹ̀. Ẹ wò, mo lọ tan CCTV mi. Mo wá rí i pé àwọn sọ́jà ni àtàwọn DSS wọ́n ti sọ̀ráǹdì gbogbo ilé mi pátápátá. Mo torí kámẹ́rà sọ̀ráǹdì gbogbo ilé mi pátápátá. Lẹ́mu ní kámẹ́rà kan tí mo hide sí kọ́nà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń wo gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń bọ̀ látẹ̀yìn bí. So ẹ wá wo ojú ìbọn lójú àwọn window yẹn. So mo tún yọjú láti ojú window mi. Mo ní ẹ stop bọ̀bọ̀ tẹ̀yìn yẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ fọ́ hala wọ́n tún dàbọ̀ window yẹn pàápàá. Ọdún náà wọ́n ti rí ofé ti lé yìí àti tún a lot of things àti tún a lot of things àti tún ṣe ń bí báyìí. So kò jẹ́ kí bọ̀ máa sì fi àwọn díẹ̀ hàn yìí. So ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yìnbọn yẹn pàápàá mo sáà ń pariwo àmọ́ ẹ̀dà ti tẹ̀lé kí lẹ́yìn ìbọn fún ẹ má pa àwọn yẹn nulẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pa àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wà nulẹ̀ ń bí àwọn obìnrin wà nulẹ̀ mo sáà ń bá wọn drag ẹ̀ wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn náà yìn pàápàá so ìgbà tó yá wọ́n fún fẹ́ǹsì wọ́n gbé ládà sí ara fẹ́ǹsì ilé mi àwọn kan kọ̀ọ̀kan fún fẹ́ǹsì wọnú ilé wọn ìgbà tó wọnú ilé yẹn ilẹ̀kùn yìí amọ̀dọ̀ ni wọn ọ̀rọ̀ náà wọlé amọ̀dọ̀ ni gbogbo ilẹ̀kùn tó sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí ilé ẹ bá ṣe tán ẹ ráyè ní àyè láti wọnú ilé so ti ẹ̀ sìn amọ̀dọ̀ ni ilẹ̀kùn tí ó sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí ilé yẹn wọ́n wá sójú wíńdò nígbà wọ́n gbé àwọn tó wọ́n wá bíbà ó ti lo fètè ọ̀rẹ́ pé tí bíbà tó wá ní àwọn ẹgbẹ́ sórí internet wọ́n ní kí ní kan sí bíbà yìí wọ́n fẹ́ gbà mí wọlé tó kún wà ní fìtí rò tó ń sáfẹ́ wọlé báyìí láti bọ́ọ̀sì wọ́n yin kankan mọ́ bíbà tó ti wọ́n yin kankan mọ́ bíbà tó ti ọ̀rọ̀ náà wọlé wọ́n tún wá sí bíbà. ọjọ́ tí mo sọ yìí ọlọ́run ló lẹ́mí mi lọ́dọ̀ ni o torí pé ọjọ́ burúkú tí mi lè gbàgbé nù gbèsè ayé mi táyé òfin tán gbogbo nǹkan tí mo rẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí bí ọlọ́run bá dẹ́mi mi sí wọ́n bá rẹ̀ pa mí náà ni àwọn yẹn sì máa sọ́n pa mi torí pé ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni láti jà fún àwọn èèyàn wa láti bòmìnira mi ò ní kí wọ́n sọ pé dandan fẹ́ pa mí mi ò pa yẹn mi ò jalè wọ́n sì wá sí bíbá wọ́n á destroy ẹbí wọ́n kọ́ bí sledgehammer sísú gbàgbà wọ́n gbà mí wọlé tì mí ìgbà tó ń gba bíbá yìí wọnú ilé wa tó ti yé ẹni pé àwọn géètì yẹn rí kó ní fẹ́ǹsì wáyà yẹn ó dẹ̀ ga tó bá lọ wọlé látẹ̀kùn tó bá fẹ́ lè yípo ní ìfẹ́ yípo nílé ẹ̀kẹ́ wo fẹ́ǹsì bó ṣe ga tó so wọ́n gbé fẹ́ǹsì sí ara kìíní yẹn ni then èmi ti tán náà fẹ́ǹsì wáyà yẹn wọ́n á fi nǹkan kan bí aṣọ wọ́n bá àwọn fẹ́ǹsì wáyà yẹn jẹ́ wọ́n sá fi penetrate wọnú ilé ṣe ti understand wọ́n gbé kinní tó fi rẹ́ irin wọ́n fi rẹ́ àwọn bọ́gláàrì yẹn wọ́n fi wọnú létí mi tí mo pariwo gan táwọn ẹni bá mi dragẹ̀ so gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó wà pẹ̀lú mi máa àwọn tó láyà nu wọn kọ́lọ̀ bá ń fọ̀run kẹ́ bọ̀dábàtà àti àdògán ọkùnrin mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n ni àdògán gòkè wá bàbá kí la fẹ́ ṣe báyìí mo ní ẹ méjà bá wọn jà tàbá bá wọn pípé ìjà wọn máa pa ogun àwọn obìnrin àtàwọn ọmọ kékeré mẹ́nu lé o ẹ̀yin ẹ lọ wá bó ṣe máa hide ara yín èmi máa wá bó ṣe máa escape ẹ má wọrí ó ní bàbá wọn ti wọ́n nílé tí láti gbogbo ní duplex tẹ wà yìí mo ní ẹ má wọrí sẹ́ẹ̀ ìyẹn sá lọ wà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ṣèfò ara bọ̀ ọlọ́run tọ́jọ́ kú ẹ̀dá tí ọjọ́ kú ẹ̀dá bá pé ìyẹ̀dá mọ́ fi ń kú ṣe ti understand so wọ́n wá sá lo gbogbo agbára gbogbo ọ̀nà wọ́n padà wọnú létí mi ṣùgbọ́n tó ń wọnú létí mi wọ́n yìnbọn tẹ̀lé mi láti ẹnu step èrò pọ̀ nulẹ̀ bọ̀ létà ayé padà gun ẹnu step yẹn ẹ̀ẹ́dọ̀gbọ́n torí mi fẹ́ kẹ́ feed àwọn family mi tó jókòó yẹn wọ́n gun ẹnu step yẹn ẹ ti understand màá gbé gba dìkan tàbá fẹ́ wọlé pa kámẹ́rà tàbá dẹnu ní wọ́n gba ẹnu step yẹn wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lé mi bọ̀ wọ́n lé mi láti ẹnu step yẹn wọnú bedroom mi mi náà tilẹ̀kùn so wọ́n á lọ mú ìkànnì àwọn boys mi wọ́n gbébọn sí lórí kókó mo lead mi bọ̀ nínú yàrá ọ̀dọ̀ mi gangan ó lead mi kó lọ sílẹ̀kùn yàrá tí mo wọ̀ yẹn kó sí fáwọn ìyẹn wọ́n gbébọn sí yẹn lórí ni wọ́n sọ wípé bàbá yìí mi ni o bàbá yìí mi ni o bàbá yìí mi ni o mi ò dáhùn so ti yẹn sìn ọmọ yẹn ń pariwo bàbá yìí mi ni bàbá yìí mi ni bàbá ìjọ bàbá yìí mi ni mi ò dáhùn ṣùgbọ́n àti mo rí pé ariwo ọmọ yẹn pọ̀ kọ́ mọ́ lọ pa mo wá sílẹ̀kùn yẹn ìgbà tí mo sílẹ̀kùn yẹn mo ti mọ̀ ẹ́ wọlé gírì but ọlọ́run kò mi yọ mo dúpẹ́ fọlọ́ mẹ́ẹ̀ so bí mo ṣe ẹ pọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sọ pé ọkàn lápá ọkàn ní ọkàn lẹ́sẹ̀ ó ṣe wọn lọ bẹ́ látòrí ẹni àwọn olóyè nísìsiyìí ẹ wo duplex yìí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdẹ̀ tí mo bá bẹ́ láti inú step duplex yìí mo máa bẹ́ sí ẹ rí i pé mo gbà ń bí nàá àfi tí mo bá gbé láti gbé lọ́rọ̀ ẹ lókù torí pé ẹ wo ẹ rí i pé yẹn tẹ́ ẹ bá bẹ́ nu duplex yìí nísìsiyìí bí mo gbà tàbí kí n bẹ́ sínú sinmi pú mẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá tún lọ yípo ẹ rí i pé mo ilé yípo gbogbo bí mo kọ́ chálẹ̀ ti yípo ẹ̀ ní inú ọgbà ẹ̀ náà sì ni ìyẹn máa wà ká dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run tó kó mi yọ ká dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ọdún tó àìmọye bú gbogbo àwọn tí ń bú mi mo mọ̀ pé tó bá padà yá tójú wọn bá là tó bá tó àsìkò àdàmọ́ wà láyé mi sí láyé wọ́n sì mọ̀ ń yìn mí torí pé ẹ̀tọ́ wa nìyí bíbẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n pa ìran wa rẹ wọ́n pa ìran Yorùbá rẹ tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa pa ìran Yorùbá rẹ wọn tẹ́mi fi ń sáré kìtìkìtì mo fi ń dà nìyẹn pé kí gbogbo ọjọ́ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ kò sókò tó pè mí náà kò sí àwọn èèbù mi àwọn mí olóṣèlú ní àwọn mí olóṣèlú ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún tó but èrò ọkàn mi sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá kọ́ lọ́n fi dá mi lẹ́jọ́ èmi kì í ṣe pé mi ń wá orúkọ kan tàbí mò ń wá Ọlọ́run gbà fún ẹ náà wo ni ọgbà mi ogun kan eléyìí tẹ́rí ń bí nìyẹn kì í ṣe ilé ẹ̀yọkan ilé mọ̀wá tani mo ní lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀gbùgbù ẹ̀ náà máa fi sílé ayé lọ ní mo fi sọ pé ẹ mọ́ takù mi ẹja jọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ni kì í ṣe pé mi fẹ́ gbogbo kì í ṣe pé mo fẹ́ já ránkì yín ẹ̀yin ṣáájú gẹ́gẹ́ mi tẹ̀lé yín àní ká mọ̀ jẹ́ kí ìrànwọ́ parun ká mọ̀ jẹ́ kí Fúlàní gba ẹgbẹ́ sẹ́ ń pa àwọn ọba wa láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ẹ̀wọ̀ ọba tó ń pa ní sáìdì Èkìtì àti Kwara ohun tí mò ń jà fún nìyẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn dẹ̀ gbógun tì mí nígbà tí mi lẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ pé àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àtàwọn diaspora àwọn mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará diaspora yẹn wọ́n dúró tì mí gan àwọn Ọlọ́run lò fún mi lóríṣiríṣi ogun tí mo face wọ́n bà gbolé jẹ́ wọ́n bà mọ́tò jẹ́ ẹnìkan bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wọ́n pè ní Sunday Japan wọ́n ló tún gbogbo mọ́tò mi ṣe ó tún lé mi ṣe ó ní kí n fọkàn mi balẹ̀ ó ní kí n máa ronú nígbà tí mo wà nínú prison ní Benin ó lù máa lọ ní kọ́lọ́ tún lé mi yẹn ṣe ó ní kí n máa wọrí ó sì tún ṣe Sunday Japan ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn jẹ́ ó tún lè ṣe ó tún mọ́tò mi ṣe ó lọ́ máa ṣe dáadáa fún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́lọ́gbà tí mi lè dárúkọ tán gbìyànjú fún mi gan tán dẹ̀ dúró tì mí tán dáwó tán fi fún mi lóúnjẹ fídì mi nínú prison fún lọ́ọ̀yà lówó sáré káàkiri lọ́ọ̀yà oníye tán gbà láwọn èèyàn ńláńláńlá nínú tí mi lè dárúkọ wọn gan tán tó ti bá ní mo dárúkọ màá padà sẹ́ náà nílùú mi dárúkọ òun èyí mi ni mo fẹ́ rántí Ọlọ́run bá mi ṣe dáadáa fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri ayé ohun tójú mi rí tí n bá dọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run tọrọ ìfù bẹ̀mí nígbàgbọ́ pé tí gbogbo abájọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àwọn débi tá à ń lọ ní kíákíá because ẹ̀yin náà wo Nàìjíríà wọ́n ṣe dé sí Nàìjíríà ti finish ó bẹ́ẹ̀ ká pin tàbí káwọn fún àǹkan ṣe sí kí kálukú dùn tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣé bá Amẹ́ríkà wà stéèjì kọ̀ọ̀kan sí tiwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ ń jábọ̀ fún tí kálukú lọ́lọ́pàá tiẹ̀ ní stéètì ẹ̀ kálukú ní sọ́jà tiẹ̀ ní stéètì ẹ̀ tí ò papọ̀ wọn ra so mo dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́ mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjòyè àtẹni tí ó dó tì mí àtẹni tí ò dó tì mí mo sá dúpẹ́ àtẹni tó bú mi àtẹni tó yìn mí mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ohun tó bá yẹ ẹ̀san tó bá yẹ fún kálukú Ọlọ́run bá mi san fún ẹ̀san tó bá yẹ fún mi Ọlọ́run san fún mi so èmi jẹ́ mọ̀ pé inú ẹ̀san tó yẹ mi Ọlọ́run san torí tọ́wọ́n bá san ẹ yẹ kí n kú lù òwúrọ̀ yẹn bílẹ̀ fọ́ọ̀sì yẹn kò sí àwọn tó yìnbọn mọ́ mi tí wọ́n bá ń wo program yìí wọ́n sọ pé kò parọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ pa mí ni wọ́n yìnbọn sí mi dáadáa tí ì ṣe film trick Ọlọ́run kó mi yọ̀nà èèyàn mélòó ni wọ́n lè kúrò nǹkan báyìí kámọ́lé tí ì ṣe àwọn tó wá kámọ́lé wọ́n ṣe márùn wọ́n ṣe mẹ́fà pẹ̀lú nǹkan amúlẹ́sẹ̀ ogun burúkú wọ́n ṣe méje wọ́n ṣe mẹ́jọ wọ́n ṣe mẹ́wàá wọ́n ṣe ogún yẹn wọ́n ṣe 100 yẹn tó wá ká mi wọ́n nílé mi báyìí nínú ilé yìí tá a lè mí níwájú Ọlọ́run tá a lè mí ọpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ dúfọ́ lọ so màá kàn mú ní kẹ́ gba inú step yẹn náà ṣe bá ṣe rìn so ti àìtún understand kẹ́yìn náà fídíò gbogbo náà gbà ẹ wò ẹ kàn ra fídíò ìfẹ́ ẹ má fídíò àwọn èèyàn wọ́n jókòó mọ́ mi. mo láìkì tọ́sí gan mo láìkì bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní olóko ìlàjà mi kàn kí mo mọ̀ ń sìn wọn tó ti àwọn kan máa ń bẹ tó dé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó ń fi wọ́n mi kí mo wá sọ torí pé olóko mi tó fa yẹn mo fẹ́ràn olóko rẹ̀ gan olóko mi ní yàrá tó máa wà so ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó máa ń tó súnmọ́ mi òun ló dúdú ó wá ń bí èdè tó ló ń gbìyànjú lọ́wọ́ mi. ọ̀rẹ́ mi wá ń béèrè nípa ọkọ̀ yẹn lọ́wọ́ mi Ọlọ́run ló ní kí n mọ̀ lánà pọ̀ òun ló fi pé tí wọ́n fi pa olóńgbò yẹn pé òun ló sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n ń bá sọ lórí fóònù lóòjọ́ yẹn mo rí náà sí àkọọ̀lù tó ń kọ́ àkọọ̀lù náà tó ń sọ pé kán tàmídà ó ní pé wọ́n sọ fún ọkọ̀ olóńgbò yẹn pé àṣírí olóńgbò yẹn wọ́n fi pa olóńgbò yẹn jọ yẹn wọ́n kàn pa olóńgbò yẹn dànù èmi kàn fi gbé mọ́ ọjọ́ tó wọ́n àjọ sọ̀rọ̀ àjọ jókòó ọwọ́ ìdíkùn olóńgbò yẹn wọ́n fún mi aláì oníyà mo lólóńgbò yẹn mo ní àṣírí kan ni mo ní musa gbé mọ́ra èmi ò láwọn kọ́tà òun ló fà pa olóńgbò yẹn dànù nígbà yẹn òun ló sọ oríṣiríṣi fún mi ẹ̀wọ̀n ló ń dárúkọ àwọn àbúrò ẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹni báyìí Ọlọ́run yọ àwọn òǹgbé pẹ̀lú mi bí ne àbí kí n bẹ́ sọ ilé ajá àbí kí n bẹ́ sọ àwọn ajá ń bí so bọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ fọlọ́ pé èlé mo tí n bá bọ́ra mi wò tí mo yí ilẹ̀ fọlọ́ ní gbangba lójú ayé àwọn èèyàn onímọ̀ tó mọ̀ ẹ̀ èmi ló máa yé èmi ni mo mọ orí Ọlọ́run yẹn nù ọkàn mi níjọ́ ẹ̀ mo ti mọ̀ pé tí ọjọ́ òkú ẹ̀dá bá pé lèyẹn máa ń kú ní bẹ̀rù ẹnìkan kan lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run tí mo ní pé Ọlọ́run nìkan lọ kéèyàn wọn bẹ̀rù láyé ká mọ gbogbo agbára fún a lè dáwé a lè dégbò mi máa ń sògùn ọ̀dà máa ń lẹ́gùn káwọn bàbá mi ni ọ̀dà bá lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ló lágbára yẹn lọ́dọ̀ gan Ọlọ́run ló lágbára lọ́dọ̀ ilé ẹ̀ta wà fíìmù tìrìkì mi gbogbo nǹkan tá a dà láyé nǹkan tá a jẹ láyé Ọlọ́run ti parẹ́ pẹ̀lú wa tó yẹ ká mọ̀ sí ẹni pé dáadáa ni ká mọ̀ sí. gbogbo nǹkan wọ̀nyí abalẹ̀ ayé ni pàǹkàrà ni ìtàn ní gbogbo ẹ̀ máa dà. So mo fẹ́ rọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ká fọ́ sọ pọ̀ tó bá yá ohun tí mò ń sọ tèmi rí inú ọkàn mi ó máa yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gan ó lè mọ jẹ̀bi 2024 làwà ẹ bá wà nù rẹ́kọ̀dù ádámù ń bẹ láyé o mi sì láyé mọ́ ó máa mọ̀ yìí mú. tí gbogbo ọ̀tá báyìí bá kó nulẹ̀ màá gbé ẹwu ẹnu step yẹn ẹ ti understand màá fi ẹnu step yẹn àtẹnubẹ torí níbẹ̀ dùn mí sìn àwọn family mi wà ń bẹ ẹ ti understand àwa sùkùn mọ̀ ni wọ́n wá láti lóyún kó àwọn ìyàwó mi àtàwọn ọmọ mi wà nulẹ̀ ẹ ti understand ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run náà fi wá ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run náà fi tẹ̀lé mi wá Nàìjíríà pẹ̀tọ̀ bàbá àwọn náà ọkọ̀ àwọn sì ni àwọn ní kankan táwọn lè ṣe káwọn sá tẹ̀lé pé bá bẹ̀ pàwá náà ní tó. ó jẹ àwọn ajá mi nílé àwọn ajá ẹni pọpọlọ wọ ọgá àwọn ajá yẹn sick wọn wà ókè èmi mọ mo ṣe ń tọ́jú wọn ṣe ń fìdí wọn wọn kàn bá ogun kàn mí jẹ Ọlọ́run náà ló ní bọ́lọ́run ṣe fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú kádàrá mi ló wà so bí ọba rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọyọ lọ sá ẹni pínlẹ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ tó lé ọba sílé dáàbò ẹ̀ ọyọ sọ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá wà láyé ní nǹkan ẹ lè mọ dán ẹ̀rí gbogbo ilẹ̀kùn tó bí àmọ́ dọ̀ ni wọn wàá rọ́nà wọ nù lé yẹn wọn fi wá lọ gbé kinní tán fi rí lẹ́yìn wọn dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ fọ́ọ̀sì mi tí mo pariwo mọ́ wọn pé kí ni mo ṣe fún yín gan tẹ́ bá fẹ́ arrest mi ẹ jẹ́ kí mo rí ẹ̀ tẹ́ jẹ́ mo dẹ̀ rí pé sójà ní mo rí pé DSS wà nù yín ọlọ́pàá ń bẹ mi kí ló tẹ̀ sí báyìí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ arrest mi kò sí wàhálà irun yọ tí ó tọ́lọ́wọ́ tẹ́yọ̀ pọ̀ lọ́mọ ẹ sọ fún mi ẹ fún mi ní warrant of arrest máa tẹ̀lé yín fún ọ̀dà mi lóhùn wọ́n fẹ́ release ní pápá gbogbo bíbá yìí wọ́n bá ní jẹ gan ni wọ́n bá ní jẹ gan wọ́n bá gbogbo mọ́tò mi jẹ́ àwọn gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn mọ́tò mi tẹ̀ ń wò yìí jẹ́mi ni mo ti rà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa Ọlọ́run wọ́n bá gbogbo mọ́tò mi jẹ́ Prado mi yẹn 2021 mo rà ní 2021 January 2021 mo rà Prado mi ti fìdí mi tán Ọlọ́run wa ń wọ mi ti ìwà mọ́tò yẹn wò rí mo rà á tuntun gbogbo wálé bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn náà bọ́ọ̀sì kan wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ tuntun wọn bá gáàsì yẹn jẹ tuntun brand new ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kan but wọn ò tọ́lọ́run Ọlọ́run ló lé mi lọ́dọ̀.
What a sad moment. It was a terrible day. A lot of people thought Sunday Igboho would not survive this. We all saw the massacre. We saw all that happened. They destroyed a lot of things. They wanted to take the life of everyone there. Those that survived it survived. And those that did not, well, till today, we don't know if the body of one of those that was there on that day, we don't know if the Nigerian security agents released the body of this man. Now, Sunday Igboho has recounted, he has said all that, a little of what happened to him on that day. But there are people who are fearful for Sunday Igboho. They do not want him to keep on talking the way he spoke back in those years. Sunday Igboho is a man who is confident. He's so confident of himself, and being that he's from this particular part of the southwest of Nigeria, they are known to speak. They are known to talk. They talk this way. Now, some might say, oh, he's bragging. Well, you have to save yourself one way or the other. You have to save yourself, deliver yourself one way or the other. Either by talk, by action, or whatever it is. He's doing something. What are you doing? That is the point. It will be difficult for these aliens to abduct Sunday Igboho because he goes around with his own personal security. He goes around and he has his own personal form of protection. But what about you? How safe are you? It is so difficult for those in the diaspora to return back to Nigeria or return back to their father's land, return back to their hometown to establish businesses, particularly in the urban and rural area. Very difficult. The other time, a man came from, I think, the US, Texas. He decided to establish business He went into agriculture, animal husbandry. He went into a lot. Unfortunately, he lost his life. And who is behind this Fulani herdsmen? There is another case again. The brother of this individual was one that sold him out. So we have a lot of issues to deal with. I've always said that we need to deal with internal issues ourselves. Sunday Igboho made it clear that he was sold out by Yoruba people. The same way Nnamdi Kanu was also sold out. In fact, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu from the southeast of Nigeria, they did not just sell him out. They paid. They sponsored it to betray him. They betrayed him. Now, there are some saying, why is Sunday Igboho saying that those that were with him, those around him betrayed him? That none of that happened. That it is a known fact that if you go against the federal government of Nigeria, they have history of being aggressive. And when they come at you, they don't knock at your door. They barge in, break in, they assault you, they deal with you. In fact, they want to take you out. They want to take you down. That's how they operate. That they already saw and watched all of the braggings of Sunday Igboho saying if the Nigerian army and the DSS and whatever it is, if there are 1,000, if they come, 100 will go back, and those 100 will go to tell the rest what happened to them. So he had already positioned himself as undefeatable, powerful. Now we are talking about those that are expert, professional in wickedness. What will such people do? They will look at Sunday Igboho, simply find out what his power base is. And once they are able to find out what his power base is, or who is giving him backup, giving him that go ahead, we are behind you, they will simply look for such people or try to connect. It is not possible for you not to have a route. Once you have somewhere that they can track you from, they will investigate you physically, spiritually. There's no way. They will do everything to make sure that when they come to you, and moreover, they will come to you with so much power, so much force, so much ammunition, because you have positioned yourself as undefeatable. So they will attack you. There are different ways of winning war. And now I think he said it himself, that there are ways of achieving. Some have said, Sunday Igboho, speak less, act more. Do not allow them see you coming. That is another tool to win battles. Do not allow them see you coming. Move like a rat in the drainage and appear, destroy, return back. This is how to win the war. Because this time around, if they came 1,000 with an army, then we heard stories such as they came with army, DSS, police, and what else again? They said they came with some Babalawo, Dibia, Marabu. They brought them from all the parts of Nigeria. They took Sunday Igboho's cat because they said that Sunday Igboho will change into a cat or a dog. They took the cat. They took all creeping, and they said Sunday Igboho could. So they knew of the spiritual aspect of it. They said Babalawo came there to capture him spiritually, or to capture any cat or whatever. These are what, although there are no video evidence of the assault, but I think they must have captured away the CCTV. How I wish the CCTV was online and offline too, so it will be streamed somewhere. This is what I want to advise Sunday Igboho. I know it's going to be expensive. It will be expensive, but there are ways this can be done. That once such an assault comes up, you just press a button. All of the recordings will be transferred somewhere so that you can have access to it to see, so that the world will see. Because those that assaulted him, those that came to his house and did all of those things, there are no record of any of them. If not for, women can be bold also. Women can be extremely bold. When this started in Sunday Igboho's home, it was only a woman, Lady K, She was the one that was able to broadcast. Everyone was perplexed on that day in Sunday Igboho's home. They were trying to see how to escape, where to go. She was the only one that thought about recording. She couldn't record them outside because she's laying on the floor, on the ground. There is no way for her to stand up with those barrage of bullets flying right, left, and center. She hid herself and recorded it live. She recorded it live, saying, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Terrible things are happening. They are after us. They want to take us down. She recorded it. No one else thought about recording for the sake of posterity. No one recorded anything. This is how the Nigerian security agents would have done what they did, and they would have left without anyone having an idea or knowing that they are the ones behind that onslaught. No one would have known. So with the recording of Lady K, they realized that they needed to present themselves as being responsible for what happened. If not, they would have said, oh, we don't know. They would just do the thing. They would do it like a clandestine operation. So the job has to be done. The assignment has to be done. The assignment has to be done, because once you have that push, that compelling, nagging, pressing urge inside of you to do what you need to do, there is nothing that will stop you. That is what is happening to Sunday Igboho. It is impossible for him to sit back and just cross his fingers and like, okay, let them keep assaulting my people. Let them keep kidnapping my people for ransom. Let them keep selling body parts. Let them keep... Because it is so difficult. There are a lot of people who need personal security to visit Nigeria because they don't understand. Whilst there are people in Nigeria who will say, oh, Nigeria, say, what's the big deal about it? Nothing happened. The truth is, it is difficult. Every day you wake, you move here and there. It's like a miracle if you come back without anything happening to you, because certain individuals will kidnap you and ransom will be requested. It's as bad as that. Many people have now stopped that proverb or that saying that after you have sojourned abroad, outside of your home, after you have sojourned, that home is the place to sleep, relax, rest. Home is the place to bring all that you have acquired. All that you have acquired. Home is where to bring it. That proverb is no longer tenable. It is not, that proverb cannot be said anymore. Who wants to live where they have invested, where they have acquired, they have their children? Maybe you live in the US, you live in the UK, you live in Germany, you live in France, you live in Netherlands, you live wherever you are, and you have established yourself. Maybe you even married someone from that particular part, and you are still with this, oh, I'm coming to establish in my hometown. I'm coming to establish in my village. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And your relative or one alien somewhere abducts you, asks for ransom paid or not. They take you out. How then will that saying come true? It will never come true, because people will say, no, it's not possible. We will not be part of this. But I think the way out of this is to push against evil, to press against evil. If more people can, put out use their platform, use whatever you have to continually press and push. We all have our calling. That is the calling of Sunday Igboho. That is his calling. If more people will rise up against oppression. And the other time I did some analysis, I'm sure you guys watched it, but if you didn't, you'll be seeing it at the end of this one, where a man from the southwest of Nigeria, a Yoruba man also, I don't know what party he belongs to, he said he voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said Sunday Igboho should shut his mouth up. If Sunday Igboho believes he is powerful spiritually, he has better physical abilities, come, let us meet at a designated place. Let us create war. Let us fight. And I said to myself, how dumb can brown-skinned people be? How dumb can these people be? How come everything they think about is counterproductive? Backwardness. You have such powers that you can use to fight Sunday Igboho, and you have not used all of this to ward off all of the bandits, criminals, terrorists, kidnappers in your region. You don't think well. You are not normal. And the next thing he said is, if he's envious of Sunday Igboho, let the gods of the land, which gods? Let the gods of the land, let the gods of the Yoruba do this and that. What a wasteful man. And when I say wasteful, I mean your existence is a waste, because you say you've acquired the gods of your fathers. You say you have power. They call him Akogo or whatever. He has his name. Something like Bekoya. That is he has a title. You know? He has a title. He's the head of some, Akogun. Said Sunday Igboho should go and, he said a lot of terrible things. And I said, wow, so you have so much powers. You have so much ability to fight Sunday Igboho, yet you cannot, transfer, divert, position such powers towards the peace, freedom, safety, security of your people. Akogun Agbekoya. Well, I don't know. I don't know what Sunday Igboho is going to do at this time. I don't know. He said it himself. He said he knows that he's being watched. He said he's being watched, and that he knows that they are waiting to see how to strike. Once he comes out to say certain things that they do not, once he begins to perform, they are just waiting for action, and then they will strike. He said he knows. Well, I hope he does it better, because Sunday Igboho will be of no use if he is kept in the dungeon of the DSS. I know it's going to be difficult, because you cannot, once you are a man of action, it's difficult for you to sit back and not do nothing. But you can still do something without, without being loud about it. You can do something without being loud about it. I think Sunday Igboho exposed his hands too much, and they don't like that. They don't like such. They are not as democratic as that. And talking about breakup of Nigeria, crushing the wicked enterprise of the Fulani or the aliens, under Buhari, crushing the wickedness of the wicked. I call it aliens because some of these people are not even Fulanis, even though they look like nomads. Some of them are not. They cut across the Sahel, Gambia, Senegal, Mali, and wherever it is. They just felt like, oh, Nigeria is an open field where you can. In fact, there was a time they wanted to do crowdfunding. That was a new. That is a new trend where anyone who has his or her family members held. In fact, many people wanted to begin to scam people. Oh, please help us. They have grabbed our uncle. They have grabbed our auntie. Please help us. Help us. And people will begin to crowdfund. And that uncle is sleeping somewhere. And after people have crowdfunded, He will now come out and say, thank you, my people, thank you, thank you. They will just create something. The police said, no, we will not accept this one. We are not going to accept this. This is to show the level of wickedness in our society. I don't know what you guys think of this one, because I hope Sunday Igboho applies wisdom. Freedom is important, and also to be alive is more better to be alive. I know terrible things are happening. I know it's going to be difficult. How can he sit back and watch his people being, crushed and trampled upon this way without him rising up? You can see that he's still emotional. He talked about his cat. And you can see the level of emotion. He talked about his cat. You see the level of emotion, not to talk about other things that they destroyed. This is how bad it can be. I don't know what you guys think of this one. What's your suggestion to Sunday Igboho? Because right now, we are not yet talking about Yoruba Nation. We are not talking about Yoruba Nation for now. Sunday Igboho is still being welcomed in. Maybe we are still going to see the likes of Madame Onitiri that came out of the woodwork. She has disappeared now. She said she has gotten Yoruba Nation. Reclamation, acclamation, declamation. She's not speaking right now. Maybe she's going to come out again and say she wants to welcome Oloye Sunday Igboho. And then the Yoruba Nation of a thing talk will start again. What are your thoughts? Like and share. See you guys in the next update.